Taps it over towards Matthew Schaefer. Schaefer, the look. Drouin scores! Schaefer will get his first point in his first game as Jonathan Drouin, his first as an Islander, ties it here in the first.
He's skirting the rules a little bit. Look out.
Mayfield with the breakup. Otherwise, there were two Penguins down low. Barzal on the counterattack. He got it through for Palmieri, and he scores! Barzal off the rush, drop for Kyle Palmieri. Islanders take the lead. Put him right into the linesman. Holmstrom with a fight through some stick work. Weaves around Mantha. They score! Max Shabanov, in his first NHL game, has his first NHL goal.
This could start it for the Islanders.
Islanders' first power play of the night, their fourth power play of the season, and they play it well off the draw. And Duclair shoots and scores!
You look for Horvat, but Horvat, if he feels that pressure, he knows where his out is. He understands it.
Matthew Schaefer, backdoor, Duclair all alone. He made the pass. Palmieri's shot was stopped by Thompson. Still losing, they score! It's Schaefer! The first pick has his first goal.
Well, the referee calls this a goal. He's pointing at it.
Yep, and they brought in four guys during the offseason, and Taves, Nyquist, Kepke, Pearson. There's a goal! J.G. Pajot off the faceoff in his 800th NHL game, and the Islanders get one back. Schaefer just banked off the arm of DeMello, and Heineman scores! Oh, we've been talking all preseason about the lethal shot of Emil Heineman. He's got his first as an Islander.
Well, look out, there's
Bouchard turned it over again. Here's Barzal on the breakaway shot. Matthew Barzal. And this time, Bouchard, the Oilers have to pay. 1-0 Islanders. Rick had to be very careful. Tricky shot there by McDavid. Trying to catch him going across. Short-handed. Here's Horvat in. He shoots and scores. Bo Horvat. Short-handed goal for the Islanders. And New York has tied the game at 2.
the Oilers, or the Islanders win the draw again. Now they can attack.
Here's Barzal. Got it! Flores score! It's Bo Horvat! Short-handed and a power play goal. 7 seconds into the man advantage. Another chance. It's a 2-on-0 with the empty net. Here's Drouin, got it across. Horvat has the hat trick. And the Islanders are going to get their first win of the season.
Horvat trying to pull in. Had a step, cuts back. And here's Mayfield from Schaefer. Mayfield to the back door, kicked away. Omar rebounding, score! Heineman. And the Islanders cut the deficit to 1. Polak sends it ahead. And it's Anders Lee to the middle. Polak back door. Horvat scores! Fourth in the last 2 games for Bo Horvat. The Islanders come back and tie it. Anders Lee steals it away. Schaefer waiting for it. Loads, doesn't shoot. Angles it off the end boards. And here's Max Shabanov back onto the ice. He turns, shoots, and scores! Max Shabanov opened up. He popped to the middle, and he beats Omar's second goal in the NHL for Max Shabanov. Once we get into the new year. 6 minutes gone in the third. Here's Matt Barzal weaving in, drops it up. Palmieri scores! Barzal left it for Palmieri, and it's a 4-4 hockey game. Up the wall, grabbed by Pajot. Hoping for Lee. It got through him. Spence. Lee gets it. In front, delay. Scores! Anders Lee with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. What a play in the offensive zone for the captain. Letty watching him closely. The pass fit out for Schaefer right at the blue line. Barzal once again. He drives to the net. The backhand all the way through. They score! Bo Horvat again from Barzal and Schaefer. And the Islanders, after allowing a shorthanded goal, get it back on the power play. This is not a team that has historically won in recent memory by outscoring their problems. Right in front, they score! It popped right out to Casey Cizikas. And the Islanders with 2 goals in 1:04 have taken the lead. Detroit. Left side now, Shabanoff downhill for Anders Lee at the side of the net. Spun it to the goal, a little dig at it. It's in! The Islanders say it's in. The referee has not agreed yet.
Well, I think, Brendan, what's going to happen is they're going to find out when this whistle was blown. And
no handoff to Barzal. Return to Matthew Schaefer. Over the line for Palmieri. Schaefer went to the net. Palmieri goes across for Duclair. Didn't get a lot on it. Schaefer scores! Matthew Schaefer. A multi-point game, and it's 4-2 New York. Line with Boquist down on a knee, trying to block it. Pass intended for Johansson and stolen away by Holmstrom, and Simon Holmstrom gives off to Anders Lee. Lee, D'Angelo wide open, he scores! First shot of the game goes in. Tony D'Angelo, and the Islanders with the early lead. 2 goals, 4 assists for the young man who's already been named one of the 6 players on the Swedish Olympic team. Here's a 2-on-1. Horvat and Heineman. Heineman scores! A beautiful pass from Horvat, and already the 4th this season for Emil Heineman. Put a little flair on it. Here's Anders Lee off the turnover. Lee working on Ben Sherratt. Pulls up. Good pass. Pajot scores! J.G. Pajot from Anders Lee. The lead is 3 for New York. Will force the issue 2-on-2. Barzal cuts it back. Hangs onto it. Off the bench, Ryan Pulock. To the net, off a skate, they score! Ryan Pulock banks it in off Kyle Palmieri. Go to the net and good things happen.
well, that's the bounce the Islanders needed. They're going to try to get a line change. 30 seconds left and maybe go on the offense.
Here's Barzal in alone, scores! A successful kill turns into a Matt Barzal goal.
Had a bit of everything going the other night.
Here's Bo Horvat into the zone. Horvat, Heineman scores! Emil Heineman just can't stop. His second tonight on another beautiful feed from Bo Horvat. And he's found himself a nice spot. The Islanders are happy to see it. Got a 6-1 lead because of it as Anders Lee dances in. Rebound, score! Cleaned up by Simon Holmstrom off the third point of the night for Anders Lee. 2 goals in 38 seconds, and it's 7-1. Drysdale quickly works a tip it, double team in the slot. Islanders pull it away, and now they push it. Pajot and Holmstrom. Simon Holmstrom shorthanded. Scores! Pajot and Holmstrom shorthanded. Hook up again, and the Islanders get the first one. For a big man, Anders Lee moves so well now. Here's a turnover, and it's Lee in the slot. Can't quite get it. Marshall Warren in front. They score! It's Duclair on the setup for Marshall Warren in his NHL debut. Almost 3 years ago, November of 22, they find 2 Islander fights in the same game. That's in, they score! Marshall Warren. It deflected off someone. It may be a flyer, and Marshall Warren may have just found his first NHL goal in his National Hockey League debut. Again, the Islanders turned over on the way out of the zone, and this one is rocketed over top by Hampus Lindholm, who's back in the lineup for the Bruins. Jonathan Drouin the other way. Drop pass. Horvat scores! So the Islanders spend the entire first minute of the game in their own zone. They pick it up, go the other way, and take a 1-0 lead as Horvat stays hot. Kyle Palmieri. Mayfield to Schaefer. Schaefer, a little give and go. It comes to Barzal. Barzal all the way across, and they score! Barzal finds a wide open Kyle Palmieri on the delayed penalty. 2 in the first 5 for the Islanders.
Push over the blue line, get the puck out of the zone.
Good move by Drouin on the zone entry. Fends off Walker. Schaefer still out there. Shot! Score! Deflected in front. And the Islanders are back in this thing. It's 3-1 after the power play goal. For now, Schaefer. We talked to players, right, whose sons play in the NHL. Do you feel kind of that way, watching Ryan be a linesman here in the NHL? Score in front to Holmstrom to make it 4-2. Hold that thought for a second, Jackson. We got a game again with 9:12 to go.
6'6". He's 247 pounds and he scores 30 goals.
Like Drago, Rocky.
Here's Holmstrom and Pajot, short-handed. Holmstrom, Pajot scores! You can see that develop. Holmstrom and Pajot connect, and a short-handed goal to tie it. Up the air. Went to by Roy. Mayfield went down. Puck comes to Heineman. Could be a 2-on-1. Horvat hustling. Heineman to Horvat. Horvat scores! Bo Horvat! Islanders lead it here in the third.
Carlson feeds. Chipper into the front. Elevates that pass. Protas not able to get it on his backhand. Barzal weaving through center. Towards the open cage. He scores.
Now that's what Barzal brings to the table, though.
They were 0 for 5 on the power play against the Capitals on Friday night. As Palmieri's pass, Horvat loads it up, couldn't shoot. Schaefer will scores! Power play goal, Matthew Schaefer, and it took 10 seconds off the faceoff. Matt Barzal lost the puck. Sillinger, the backhand, gloved down by Schaefer to the net for Lee. He scores! Schaefer put it there. Lee tips it far down. It's tied. Ryan Pulock with 45 to go. Matthew Schaefer. Here's Lee. His shot off the post is behind him. They score! It's Simon Holmstrom. And the Islanders turn it around late with 2 goals in 29 seconds. Islanders have had the better of the two teams at the dot so far. Duclair scores! Anthony Duclair, after a face-off win, wrists it home past the blocker of Swayman, and Anthony Duclair breaks the ice in the second.
Yeah, I mean, this happens in hockey games, right? It's all about your mentality. Here you go.
There's a turnover. Barzal's it, has Horvat, got it through. Horvat scores! Islanders bounce back quickly with Bo Horvat's team leading 8th of this season. 4 skaters lock horns in the corner. Here comes Schaefer out of the box, and the Islanders have possession. Palmieri stretch pass. Schaefer. Horvat shoots. Scores! Schaefer to Horvat. Second of the night for Bo Horvat. The Islanders retake the lead. Horvat took a pop there from Brodin. Looked like an elbow right to the face. No penalty on the play. It continues. Barzal with it. Down for Horvat. In front. They score! Emil Heineman finally finds the first one tonight for the Islanders. Pulock blocked it. Anders Lee a chance to clear and flip out for Pajot. Can he get there? Pajot scores! What a play by J.G. Pajot. This one thrown to the front for Cooley, and Sorokin comes up with a stop.
There was no stick on Tony DeAngelo. That's why that breakdown happened.
Heineman has Horvat. Got it there. Scores! Bo Horvat continues his torrid start. It's his 10th of the season. Rangers control the puck. Panarin denied the entry, and now Pajot has to move it along. He's got Duclair. Drouin to the net. Scores! Quick transition. Pajot to Duclair, finished off by Jonathan Drouin. Continues it along. Matt Barzal on the near wall. Barzal open is Horvat down low. Drouin all alone. Dropped it off. Horvat scores! What a patient play all the way around. Horvat's got 2. Islanders lead by 3.
House cleaning.
Here's Pajot, empty net waiting. Got it! J.G. Pajot puts a 4th one on the board for the Islanders.
And there's Holmstrom.
Tries to whack it down the ice. Vakanainen stopped it initially. Duclair to Pajot, 2-on-1 with Lee. Here's Pajot. Anders Lee put it on the board.
Oh, did he lean on that one? Didn't he lean on that? And you knew Pajot wanted to pass that puck to the captain.
Unable to clear as Heineman without a stick just tries to kick this one out of the zone. He does, and then a steal from Palmieri. Palmieri across the line. To the slot, here's Horvat. Scores! He's done it again! Bo Horvat. His 12th goal of the season, his 5th in the last 4. Schaefer across for Horvat.
Schaefer loads it up. His shot deflected. Kyle Palmieri finds it in the crease, and the Islanders find themselves ahead late.
And the Islanders trying to calm it down with Pulak. Almost intercepted, but it's poked ahead by Barzal. Now he's got a head of steam. Gets it to Drew and back to Barzal. Matt Barzal scores! So the Islanders recover and they score in overtime and they get the extra point, ending the Devils' 7-game winning streak at home.
Islanders lucky to get away with that one. Still scoreless. 6 to go in the period. Heineman drags, scores! Emil Heineman, his 7th of the year, and the Islanders strike first tonight in Vegas. 19th out of 32 clubs coming in.
And no stick for Jack Eichel up top right now. Drouin's going to take him on. They're going to try to maybe circle him out.
Schaefer scores! Matthew Schaefer from downtown. It's a power play goal, and it's a 2-goal first period for the Islanders. It's it right back from Drouin. Drouin to the middle. Schaefer across. Barzal scores! Matt Barzal with a late game tying goal. We're all square at 3 tonight in Vegas.
At least 5 power plays in a game, all here at T-Mobile. Well, the Islanders in control of this draw. Joe skating it up ice. Wrist shot, score! Oh, that big Schmidt somehow. It's a shorthanded overtime game winner for J.G. Pajot.
With all the free agents out there, they went that other route. You go, we got a guy, restricted free agent. Let's make him part of this group. He fits the mold.
Turnaround shot, he scores! It's Emil Heineman that somehow corralled a bouncing puck with a turnaround shot into the Mammoth net.
Have a say in that, however, is Barzal behind the net. Coming late, D'Angelo with a shot right there, and they score.
We'll have to check this. That looked to me like a kick, Matt. And you see the official summoning over the other official.
Barzal holding on to it. Schaefer. Barzal. Matthew Barzal, he's going to get a look for Schaefer, scores. Matthew Schaefer. And the Islanders win it in overtime. Oh, what a start for this kid.
He really feels like he's going to be a real good player in the National Hockey League. He's strong, he's big.
This one angled in off the skate of Heineman, and he scores! It'll be another question if it's a kicking motion or not, but for now, it's a Heineman goal and a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it looked like a deflection, just angling your skate in that direction, right?
Fresh Islanders on the ice. The pass, though, is in the skates of Ryan Pulak. Off the boards, Ritchie, across for Duclair. Duclair, Ritchie, scores! Cal Ritchie gets his first as an Islander on the setup from Anthony Duclair. Over that stretch.
Yeah, you only play once a year, right? So it's...
That didn't play in COVID-shortened seasons. As this one came in front for Horvat, and he scores! A dumping gone wrong for Dallas goes right onto the stick of Bo Horvat. And 12 of their last 13 games. Collision there at the blue line, and it winds up on the stick of Palmieri. Cizikas is with him. The shorthanded chance. Scores! How do you like that? Kyle Palmieri, a shorthanded goal.
I'm not saying names.
Boquist got the better of Casper with a shoulder right in front of the Red Wings bench. Shabanoff, good look. Here's Cal Ritchie. Scores! It took him 10 games to get his first. Now he has goals in back-to-back. Cal Ritchie gets to get in the face-off circle again. They score! Shabanoff off the draw. 2 goals for the 4th line and a 2-0 lead.
And another face-off win. First it was, looks like he's thinking he's bleeding, I guess, by the way he's got his, and he's not too happy as he was looking at.
Barzal shoots and scores! Ritchie got hurt, so it was Barzal who jumped out with the 4th line, and it's a 3-0 lead.
So he can make more plays. I like what that happened just then.
There's a nice play off the draw, and Horvat has made it 4-0. Boy, the Islanders have the Red Wings number. And he turned on the afterburners there, but the stick of Sider got there, and then a steal by Cizikas. Hands off for Shabanov. He goes right on through and scores! What a play by Max Shabanov. The third assist of the night for Casey Cizikas, and it's all Islanders in Detroit. Schaefer, lead to the front of the net. It's Horvat with the puck. Schaefer wants it and gets it. Schaefer, Barzal, one-timer, kicked out, rebound, they score! Islanders not going away. It's banged in by Anders Lee. Kyle Palmieri has a chance to win it. Scores! It only took one. Kyle Palmieri in the shootout, and the Islanders win it 1-0. Schaefer driving, Barzal cruising east-west. Now it's Lee out high. Schaefer takes a look, feeds D'Angelo over Barzal. He's open, darts to the inside. He tucked it home. Oh, Matt Barzal on bobblehead night. Buries one, not even 5 minutes in.
Moving a little better his palms.
Just strip it away there, sets up Drouin. Heineman scores! How about that? An assist for Kyle Palmieri as he goes off the ice and down the tunnel. Look for Duclair again. Couldn't complete the pass. Cizikas taken down, penalty call. Here's Schaefer, step, scores! Matthew Schaefer puts the Islanders within one. Here's Shabanov. Horvat touches it along for Schaefer. Schaefer, shot, score! Anders Lee deflects it. Islanders tie the game. Max Shabanov got it through, and it's 3-3 late in the second.
Barzal, Schaefer and Pulock switching places at the top. Pulock to Schaefer. There it comes. Partially blocked, still got through to the net. They score! It's a power play goal, and it's a one-goal game. Now the Islanders try to bring numbers up ice. It's Schaefer flying down the left wing boards. Horvat pulls up. Shabanov returns it. Wide open. Kicked out. Rebound. Scores! Bo Horvat follows up his own shot. Deposits the rebound behind Vasilevsky. The drop off. Here's Holmstrom. Holmstrom to D'Angelo. Just had to get rid of it as Yanni Gordo's right there. Duclair scores! Duclair started it with the takeaway, and he finishes it. Makes it 2-0 Islanders here in the third. Lays it down for McLean. Wraparound try. Rolled off his stick right to Pulock. Let it fly. It's behind Blackwood. They dig away. They score. No, they didn't. Now they do. The first one didn't go in. The light went on. And it was McLean who stayed with it and puts it in. Now the Islanders try to push it 3-on-2. Barzal trying to turn Landeskog. Quick turn. Hangs onto it. Tried to the seam pass for Lee. Scores! Barzal's pass was slowed up and still got through. And Anders Lee scores the goal. Ties Brock Nelson on the all-time list. Horvat with space. He shoots. Save made. Rebound. Horvat again. Shot couldn't get through. Schaefer turns to the net. Score! Horvat, the putback. And it's a 3-0 Islanders lead. It's Ross Colton with the puck. A little short pass for Nelson. Anders Lee stopped it from leaving the zone. Barzal hands off for Pelech. Pelech a wrister. He scores! It went off the cuff of the glove of Blackwood and in. A long time coming for Adam Pelech. This power play will take them to the intermission unless they can score first. Barzal moves around Drury. Barzal dangles. Scores! 5-on-4 doesn't matter. It's the Matt Barzal show for the power play goal. Islanders have gotten through the first part of this. They've killed off the penalty against Mayfield. Cizikas the steal and the finish. Heineman, D'Angelo, and Holmstrom again. Lightning exchanging sticks. They go to the net, and Ritchie scores! Ritchie off the back wall from no angle was able to slip it behind Johansson.
Now Matt Barzal is able to get this one up in the air.
And Casey Cizikas into the empty net. And that's going to do it with 1.6 on the clock. The Islanders are going to win this thing.
Well, they have not won back-to-back games on consecutive nights down here in Florida in almost 25 years. Here's Barzal with a backhand. Scores! Barzal put it in a good spot. It deflected by Tarasov. And the Islanders get one back halfway through.
He can dance. Here he comes. He'll cut. Keep it on the outside. Schaefer on the exchange. Ryan Pulock. One-timer. Horvat. He scores! That's goal number 18 for Bo Horvat. Just about 4 minutes gone in the second period. No shots on that power play for the Islanders. McLean. Cizikas. Reverses it. What a goal! Mark Gacom. Set up beautifully by Casey Cizikas.
Atlanta, Anaheim, Pittsburgh,
and a lot of time in Arizona.
Arizona, Utah.
Holmstrom. He scores! Simon Holmstrom with a bullet. 6:30 left in the second period. The Islanders up by one. Chabanoff encumbered by that pass. He'll reset. Take it in, zip it across for Barzal. Barzal, Horvat. He scores! Second goal tonight. This one on the power play. And the Islanders are back up by one. Coming over from the Montreal Canadiens. The game is on his stick right now. Heineman wins it for the New York Islanders.
Now it's Mayfield with a shot. Rebound. Duclair couldn't reach it quick enough. Took the stick out of the hands of Zellweger. Play continues. Mayfield, look, now shoots. Tip, wide. Mitchell scores! One to remember for Travis Mitchell. Emil Heineman for Tony DeAngelo. Left side, Holmstrom. Wanted the pass to Heineman. DeAngelo will shoot. They score! Anders Lee in tight, got a late tip, and the Islanders with a power play goal lead 2-0 here in the first. There's a shot from Duclair that just missed.
Yeah, it could extend it to 3 compared to 1.
Shot to the net. Anders Lee cleans it up with a rebound goal. Anders Lee has his second power play goal of the period. The Ducks came from behind to tie the score with 0.1 seconds on the clock, and it was not a clean goal for Beckett Senecas. Holmstrom driving wide on Zellweger. Scores! Simon Holmstrom rising to the occasion. The 2-goal lead restored on a beauty from Holmstrom. Couldn't handle that bouncing pass. Could have been a breakaway. Ryan Pulock. His shot tip, score! Ryan Pulock's getting credit. Deflected by the Ducks and in. 3 Lightning, 2 Sticks trying to defend for 13 more seconds. Barzal for Schaefer on the forehand. Duclair back. Schaefer's shot. Scores! A power play goal for Matthew Schaefer. Sabres is as tough as they come should the game come to that. Anthony Duclair had Crozier miss a step. Duclair flying in. The drop pass for Ritchie. He scores! Cal Ritchie from Anthony Duclair. Emil Heineman 1 for 1 this season, 2 for 2 in his career. Has a chance to win it for the New York Islanders. In the shootout. Score! A shootout winner for Heineman as the Islanders sweep the homestand and move into first place in the Eastern Conference.
A scramble for it. Pulock angles it off the near wall, and Heineman will take it out. Here's Drouin. Leaves it for Barzal to the middle. Heineman, one-timer, he scores! A laser for Emil Heineman. And the Islanders have a 1-0 lead on Heineman's 11th of this season.
Matthew Schaefer then taking a penalty, and the Red Wings scoring on the power play. Now the Islanders sharing a 2-1 deficit.
Puck play to the middle. Mayfield walks in and scores! Scott Mayfield with his first of the season. Right down Main Street and stick side on Gibson.
6-on-5 the attack. Barzal from the goal line. Moves a little higher. Now Cal Ritchie, Anders Lee scores! Islanders on the board with 5:05 left. It was Tage Thompson who stopped it. An aggressive pinch in by Mayfield with 30 seconds on the clock. Holmstrom for Lee behind the net. Barzal save, rebound, scores! Matt Barzal with a last-minute goal here in the second period, and the Islanders are right back in it. Heineman, puck rolling on him, settles it down. Drouin bumps it out for Schaefer. Down to the goal line for Barzal with 30. Across the ice, Heineman scores! A power play goal at 6-on-4 with 28 seconds left, and it's tied!
Devils captain swings behind the net. This one escapes the zone. Chasing after it, Siegenthaler will be held down by his goalie. Markstrom who misplaces it wide open net. They score! Horrible mistake for Jacob Markstrom coming out. The referees haven't made a call yet. Here come the Islanders 3-on-2. Barzal, Lee across. Holmstrom on a knee. Pushes it wide. Pellick with the shot. He scores! With under a minute and a half to go, Adam Pellick's one-timer finds the back of the net.
Traveled this morning to get to their opponent. As Barzal's past Anders Lee, fights through some stick work and puts one up off the glass. Given away, Barzal with a chip, they score! Anders Lee, not even a minute in!
Schaefer at least gets the puck out, and they're down to 20 seconds left.
20 seconds to go. Holmstrom, got it! The Islanders scored in the first minute. They score again in the last minute. They're 15 seconds away from a win over the Rangers. Duclair for Pajot with Shabanov. A little back and forth. Pajot shot, scores! It got hung up on the arm of Graves. It may have hit Shabanov driving to the goal. Islanders get a bounce and tie the score.
Wow, how about that? Up the ice, the execution, and
Brendan Burke, Thomas Hickey, Cal Clutterbuck with you from Columbus. Here's Bo Horvat. He's in. Scores! Greaves got a piece, but not enough. It's the 20th of the season for Bo Horvat, and it's the Islanders with a 2-1 lead. Some guys, when they charge that post, you're worried about what's going to happen. Yeah. He seems like he's always in control. As Kaiser coughed that one up to Shabanov. Holmstrom, Ritchie scores! Another good look for the Islanders. Cal Ritchie back in the lineup, puts it in the back of the net.
If you're Ray Bennett and the New York Islanders, got to find a way now.
Barzal with it. Finds Horvat, scores! Just how they drew it up. Bo Horvat scores again. Second game in a row for Horvat, and a 2-0 lead after the power play goal.
Bo Horvat in on night with speed, slows it down, scores. Love it.
He made that one look easy too. Goes in full speed, stops, slows down.
Stenlin's shot blocked by Marshall Warren, and he puts it away from the front of the net, and Shabanov will rush again. Makes the pass for Cal Ritchie with a chance, and he scores! Cal Ritchie with goals in back-to-back games on a perfectly placed shot over the glove of Karel Vejmelka. Schaefer looking. Here's Drouin again. Schaefer shortens up, scores! Matthew Schaefer punches through a power play goal here in the third period.
Anthony Stolarz, Justin Woll, you figured that was going to be a great tandem coming to the year. These guys have hardly been healthy at the same time the entire season, and they're trying to...
Pellick scores! Adam Pellick from way out finds its way off the bar and in. Pajot for Drouin. Schaefer wants it, he gets it. Matthew Schaefer driving one. Comes to the net!
Are you serious?
This kid's incredible! Matthew Schaefer has tied it. Heineman serves it around towards Ryan Pulock. Pulock to D'Angelo. Islanders pushing for the game-tying goal. Heineman, he scores! Emil Heineman for the second time in the last few minutes, the Islanders come up with the equalizer. The Islanders getting Schaefer onto the ice as the Leafs come through center. Domi had it taken away just as we hit the 1 minute mark. Here's Barzal with Schaefer. Barzal waits, twists it for Schaefer! This kid's incredible! His second of the night is an overtime winner against the Leafs on Hockey Night in Canada.
Is this the puck on the yellow already that Sheldon Keefe was worried about? Exactly. Barzal gets the point. Schaefer for Pulock. One-timer shot to score! Right away! The Islanders light the lamp with Matthew Barzal. One-timer. Tic-tac-toe. 1-0 Islanders. Pelech will chase. Won't get there first. Pesce did. Now it's the other way. 3-on-1. Slow developing. Shot to score! Off the post and in. Welcome back, Anthony Duclair. A healthy scratch the last couple of games. Duclair back in the lineup and lights the lamp. 2-0 Islanders. When you play the way Brendan Dillon does, that style, that's impressive.
Absolute journeyman.
An Iron Man kind of guy. Look at a break. Here's Duclair. He's already got one. He's got two. The Duke strikes again. Anthony Duclair's got a pair. And the Islanders lead 3-0. Holding, drop for Duclair.
Make your own Sunday.
Barzal got a shooting lane, doesn't want it.
Make your own Sunday.
And there it is, the hat trick. 3.5 minutes into the second period. Anthony Duclair. Markstrom looked left and looked right, making the save there on Heineman. Barzal through traffic, heavy screen. Good job by Markstrom to fight through it, and put it in. Great work. Simon Holmstrom, the extra effort. Schaefer's out of the box, blocks the shot by Luke Hughes. I thought Schaefer could have broken offensively, but here is Cizikas in the front, he scores! Wow! Casey Cizikas scores the goal at even strength.
You need the young guys to drive the bus in the NHL, and Pallant's a great player to have when that's happening.
Schaefer got it back, shot to score! Tony DeAngelo from Duclair and Schaefer, and it's a lucky 7. Legendary Devils tough guy defenseman Kenny Danico.
Yeah.
The Devils don't have a penalty tonight. The Devils have not taken a single penalty. Looking for more, there it is! Yeah. Callum Ritchie scores to add insult to the injury. And it's 8-0 New York. Again, the Devils don't have a single minor penalty even tonight, not even a tripping call.
Well,
2-on-1 the other way. Here's Duclair with Cizikas. He scores! Duclair to Cizikas. Cizikas has a pair. Duclair has a 5-point game.
Pirouettes at the half wall. Barzal drops it off. Mayfield activates down to the goal line. Mayfield circles the net. Centers one out in front. Score! Holmstrom weak side. Set up by Mayfield. The first goal of the game goes to the Islanders. Slips through the first hit. Moves into the offensive zone. Shabanov, high slot. Tried to twist it there. Left for DeAngelo. His shot save made. Rebound on the skates of Pajot. Still loose. They score! Pajot's skates kept it alive and somehow bounced into the wild net, and the Islanders respond to tie it. Going to DeAngelo, lost an edge, but twists it over to Adam Pelech. But cleaned up by Hartman, given away. DeAngelo walks in, dishes, Holmstrom shoots, scores! Simon Holmstrom blows it past Gustafsson, and just 1:29 into the period, the Islanders have tied it. 33 to go in the period. All power play time for Minnesota as Holmstrom and Cizikas with Schaefer in on goal. Cizikas scores! The Islanders, shorthanded from Cizikas, have tied it.
Back out to the line, Drouin. Now DeAngelo. Holmstrom. Crisscrosses up high, works in, a backhander, he scores! And Holmstrom, with his 3rd point of the night, delivers the game winner for New York.
Duclair being harassed by Lowry. Will flip it out to the line. It's twisted back down low by Pulock. Good keep in there. Duclair at the side of the net scores! Snuck it through the 5-hole of Hellebuck. Just what the doctor ordered for the Islanders. They needed that one. What a massive opportunity here for Heineman, who was 3 for 3 in shootouts. Now 3 for 5. And here's a penalty shot. Heineman in on Hellebuck. Holds backhand, scores!
Oh my goodness, that was pretty good, I'll tell you what.
All season long, this second period, and big save by Sorokin there.
Cizikas to the middle, McLean scores! The Islanders have turned this one around with 3 consecutive goals. They have tied it thanks to Kyle McLean.
Well, let's see what happens here with that. Look at this. Came right in and cross-checked him, Pajot.
Schaefer from the point scores! Matthew Schaefer gets the Islanders right there within striking distance. A seeing eye shot found its way through.
Barzal from the goal line. He'll take it around the net. He'll take it the long way around and stop on the hash marks. Barzal, Ritchie in tight. Duclair, he scores! The scoreless tie broken. A power play goal with 6:18 to play. This one right now. Everything going Calgary's way. Schaefer trying to create from out top. Can't hit the referee skate for Pajot. That one off of Wolf. Where'd it go?
I thought it was in the net.
Is it? It might be. Schaefer for Ritchie. Ritchie has Lee. Got it to him. Anders Lee. Sharp angle scores! Anders Lee squeaks it through the legs of Dustin Wolf. 3 minutes to go. Islanders within 2.
Challenged by Brock Besser. Barzal to the point for Schaefer. On for D'Angelo. Spins away from Jake DeBrusk. D'Angelo, the backhand in front. Duclair scores! Anthony Duclair remains red hot. He's got 3 goals in the last 4, and he has tied it up midway through the first. Schaefer steps, has Ritchie. Ritchie downstairs. Matt Barzal opens up, returns it to Ritchie. Ritchie in tight, Duclair scores! Anthony Duclair has them both. And it's a second period power play goal that ties it. Canucks make a change. Schaefer hustles right back the other way. We'll play straight ahead for Pajot. Twists it back for Schaefer. Wide open. Pollock steps, shoots, he scores! The Islanders lead it for the first time tonight thanks to Ryan Pollock.
Oh, what a great shot there by Ryan.
D'Angelo to Barzal. Lee behind the net. The Islander captain looking in front. Comes out the near side with a shot. Ricochets over, and they score. D'Angelo put it home as the puck ricocheted across the top of the crease. And Tony D'Angelo deposits it in the net to make it 4-2.
Is at the bottom of the National Hockey League, ranked 32nd right now. Barzal dropped it off. Here's a chance for Duclair, and he scores! Anthony Duclair, red hot, his 8th goal in the last 8 games. And it's a power play goal early on for the Isles. Here, and you can see it in his play. So the Islanders killing a penalty for the 2nd time in the hockey game. And here's a chance, shorthanded, they score! How do you like that? Islanders get a shorthanded goal. 8 goals last 9 games for Anthony Duclair. Found the hottest stretch as an Islander. A little back and forth with Isaiah George. George arrests or scores! Matt Barzal with a beautiful deflection off the feed from Isaiah George. And the Islanders have a 2-0 lead.
The league is prepared for his stop on that side.
That one was coughed up by Andre. Islanders 3-on-2 into the zone. Barzal, D'Angelo scores! The Islanders power play in transition. 3-0 Isles off the goal from Tony D'Angelo. D'Angelo to Lee. Anders Lee slipped it through. Siplikov has a man. Got it there. Scores! J.G. Pajot. He's got 2, and the Islanders have a 4-0 lead. That deflected shot up with a crease pulled out of the pile. Schaefer again just went wide as Martin late to react. Schaefer looks it over for Holmstrom. Holmstrom. It is Islanders' debut. It's a power play goal. 35th career power play goal for Andre Palat, who has scored 182 when you add them all up. D'Angelo to the net, they score! D'Angelo put it down low with Holmstrom and Lee crashing the goal. Twice in a minute Barzal to Horvat. Zibanejad interrupted it. Lead to D'Angelo. Dangerous pass. They got it pulled. They dish it down. Barzal scores! Islanders cash in on the power play. It's Barzal, and it's 3-1. 2 against Carrick, 1 against Rempe, lead to an extended power play for the Islanders. And they cash in. Here's Gallagher. Save play. They score! Stayed with it. The Islanders score twice in 47 seconds. Cycles for Palat. To the blue line for Polak. Got caught. Puck still there. Cooley couldn't get it out. Palat for Pelech. Adam Pelech for Heineman. Scores! The Rangers were inches away from clearing the zone, and it winds up in the back of the net off the stick of Emil Heineman.
Yeah, these guys have played with some energy tonight. This fourth line for the Isles.
Mayfield down. Shabanov was trying to spin it to the goal. Wound up near board. Soucy scores! Carson Soucy sneaks one through Jonathan Quick. And a Ranger just a couple of days ago. Connected in some way that looked like the referee had to come and separate them. Not because they didn't want to, because they couldn't. Here's Schaefer. Stepping. Shooting. Scores! Matthew Schaefer with a bullet past Quick, who never saw it until it was in the net. Pelech down for Anthony Duclair. Now it's Pelech taking a look. A little sauce on that. Evangelista got a tip, but it's D'Angelo to the front for Duclair. Bouncing around. It's in! Matt Barzal followed up that bouncing puck and put it past UC Soros. Chance for Shabanov and an aggressive save out of his crease from UC Soros. They knew Shabanov had nowhere else to go. Schaefer scores! Matthew Schaefer walks right in and buries another one. Fast start tonight for the Islanders. Stunning him a little bit, though, is Holmstrom for Lee. He's got Pajot. J.G. Pajot went across again. They score! He tried to make the pass and came right back to him. And Pajot puts the Islanders back on top. Little stick check there from Sordiff. Matt Roy shoveled around towards Tom Wilson. D'Angelo pinching in, giving away. Here's Barzal, and he scores! Matt Barzal had it put on a platter, and he knows exactly what to do with it.
Make sure that Eddie's okay on a daily basis now. Barzal with a shot fought off by Skinner. That's a job in itself. They score! Paul Horvat would not be denied. Pushes everybody back. Horvat to the slot, forked wide by Lee. Here comes D'Angelo. Horvat in front. Recapture. Schaefer a shot. He scores! With 2.3 seconds left in the period, the 18-year-old does it again. 2-1. Islanders. Charges out to center. Moving up on Solovyov. We'll drop it off for Adam Pelech. We'll cut it back. Barzal. He scores! A seeing eye shot from downtown by Matt Barzal. And the Islanders have tied it. We'll wind out. Malkin's on him. Simon Holmstrom stopping and starting. To the slot. Polak with a shot. They score! A stinger by Ryan Polak in the dead slot. And the Islanders have tied it at 4. Flung in by Kulak. He's got it. Brett Kulak off a stick. Off Schaefer. Jailbreak. It's Horvat. Is the game on his stick? We'll see. He scores! Bo Horvat wins it in overtime.
As they ended the first with 4 total for the game, 13 and a half to go here in the second.
Casey was anticipating that.
Gapco to the interior, deflected, they score! There it is, Butch Casey Cizikas. Right place, right time. He throws it in stick side on Jake Allen, and the Islanders have a 1-0 lead.
And then get it towards the net.
Horvat and Hischier here. Horvat pulls it to the front of the net. He scores! How does he do it? It's number 23 on the season for Bo Horvat. Horvat put a shot off the Devil's body. Polak lifts it to the red line. Horvat after it. Barzal bullseye! Empty netter for Matt Barzal. It's goals in 4 straight. And that one puts this game on ice in a 3-1 Islanders lead. Habs can't clear. Here's Schaefer again. Sets up Ritchie. On for Barzal. Schaefer rips one, scores! Matthew Schaefer, his 17th. Behind the net, has a look. Matthew Schaefer out to the line. Curls, holds, shoots, scores! Matthew Schaefer, how does he do it?
Are you kidding me?
2 goals in this period. No 18-year-old defenseman has more goals in NHL history. Matt Barzal all the way across. Oh, he had Ritchie. He went off the stick of Deneau. Schaefer with the keep. Holmstrom the interior. Horvat scores! Anders Lee got a piece of it, and he has tied it in his 900th game.
And Dobson out there right now for Montreal. 2 goals in the game. Holmstrom, no steals. Up for Pajot. Pajot's got a step. Cutting in. Pajot! Score! What a finish! Jean Gabriel Pajot, OT winner. And the Islanders storm back and win it. 4-3.
Mark Giacomo had a goal taken off the board on a challenge in Montreal. Mayfield will backhand. That one hit Lee. Scores! Lee had it hit him in the helmet. It dropped down. He finds it quickly. And he's got a goal in back-to-back games as he brings the Islanders within 1. On the Islanders' all-time goal-scoring list, as Anders Lee has scored in back-to-back games for the first time all season. Here's Pajot with a wrister. Produced a rebound. Charging after it. Loose puck. It's in! Pajot charging the net, and the Islanders, with 2 quick ones for the 2nd straight game, have rallied from down 2.
Shoots it in for the Islanders. Marchenko kind of flubbed it there. Now settled by Barzal. He whiffs on it, gets it back to Scott Mayfield. That shot pinballs into the goal. Hit at least 2 different things, and the Islanders have 3 straight goals. They've taken a 3-2 lead.
Can't do it. He'll circle back. Here's a stretch pass on for Holmstrom. Holmstrom driving in. Holmstrom to the net, and he scores! Oh, what a winner! Simon Holmstrom and the New York Islanders. 4-3 winners in Columbus. Gets to the half wall. Schaefer peels off. Barzal peels to the corner instead. Pollock with room. Schaefer a one-timer. And that feathers to the top of the cage. Score! It floats across the line! I believe it's Schaefer's goal. Pollock tried to poke it, but it got across the line. And slides up top to Soucy. Rolls off his stick. To the half wall, skating onto it, D'Angelo. Down the slot comes Holmstrom. Soucy scores! Carson Soucy hits the corner on Bobrovsky, and the Islanders have it tied up.
And doesn't give Schaefer any real room to get around him.
Nice move by Horvat. Shoots. Scores! Sneaks one past Bobrovsky. We are tied at 3 as Bobrovsky gives up. One that I'm sure he would love to have back.
Caleb Ritchie at all, but in the Brock Nelson trade, he's going to be part of this core for a long time.
Palat sets up Schaefer. Score! Islanders lead. And this time avoids icing. Gets it out to the red line. Across the line. Comes Lee to the net. Score! Anders Lee with a half minute to go. And the Islanders have the lead back.
Still losing this special teams battle.
Penalty kill is much improved over last year. They were 31st in penalty kill. They're 9th right now. 30 seconds left on the power play. Lee, he scored again. 4th straight game with a goal for the Islander captain.
It's a completely different Kings team than what we saw last Thursday.
Score off the face-off, Bo Horvat. Wow.
And everyone's wondering, is there enough time? Did he score before the time? And
Pelech chops it down away from Trevor Moore with 15 seconds to go on this Kings power play. Pajot speeding in. Score! Adam Pelech off the rush from J.G. Pajot. And the Islanders get one back early in the 3rd. Barzal at the half boards. Got it back for Schaefer. Schaefer still with it. A shot. Score! It's a 2-goal game in LA.
Now Ritchie getting the feet moving. He'll carry it into the zone. Dance to the outside. Ritchie sets it to D'Angelo. Schaefer calling for it. Scores! D'Angelo's wrister leaks right through Askarov. And the Islanders strike first in San Jose. And Simon Holmstrom on the ice. Matthew Schaefer winding it up. Stretch pass. Horvat has a step to win it. Scores! The Islanders are perfect in overtime. 9-0 as they beat the Sharks 2-1.
They've obviously made some trades here at the deadline. Braden Shen is out. Justin Falk is out. They did keep some of the bigger pieces they were looking at. As Schaefer's shot, rebound right in front for J.G. Pageau. Schaefer's shot was blocked and it was put right on a platter, and there's nothing even Joel Hofer could do about that one. Move to Matt Barzal. Barzal backs it over for Schaefer. Now Barzal, one-time shot, produced a rebound in front. Hofer sliding back. They score!
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call it. These referees pointing at the net. Not sure who finally banged it in.
I think Ritchie did.
Butch Goring with the Capital District Islanders.
I certainly furthered his career.
In front, a chance for Shen, and it wouldn't go. Now it's Barzal, down low, tapped in front, they score! It's Bo Horvat, 2 goals on the power play, and the Islanders, who are down 3-0, have tied the score. And wait for another option, it becomes Matt Barzal. Barzal working on Kyrou. Barzal got through, scores! The Islanders complete the comeback from down 3-0. They win 4-3.
And Braden Shen in his return back to St. Louis will get an assist.
Patrick Roy started him on a line with Braden Shen. It looks like he has changed that here halfway through the hockey games. Pellet shot, Tim scores! Emil Heineman with a ridiculous deflection that gets the Islanders on the board. Barzal got right up the gut. Handed for Horvat. Horvat with a quick spin. His backhand across. Schaefer moves to the middle. Wrister scores! Schaefer sent it to the net with Heineman hanging around, and the Islanders are within a goal. Hits are 5-1 Islanders. Make it 6. Cizikas and McLean double teaming down low. They got the puck away. Cizikas driving, whacking, scores! Casey Cizikas out of the corner and right to the blue paint to open the score. That shot blocked as only Mata tried it. Now it's Shen. Holmstrom is racing up the ice. Shen, Holmstrom scores! The first in 92 for Simon Holmstrom, set up by Braden Shen. Strome, shot by Sharon Govich. He flubbed it. Pageau looking for his buddy Holmstrom. He's driving. Here's Holmstrom. Scores! Another shorthanded connection between Pageau and Holmstrom. Braden Shen takes it higher. Stops and waits. Took a little pressure. Played it for Schaefer. Over for Barzal. Barzal, goal line. Ritchie in front. Shen scores! Braden Shen first as an Islander comes off a terrific feed from Cal Ritchie. Islanders on the power play. Power play brought to you by Genesis. It's Barzal from the dot. They go goal line again. Ritchie scores! Ritchie takes it himself, banged in his own rebound, and the Oakville native has made it 2-0. Down, puck still there, squirts free, picked up by Barzal. Barzal plays it out for D'Angelo. Some tired Leafs on the ice. They score! It's Heineman off the seam pass from D'Angelo, and the Islanders restore the 2-goal lead. They don't have a choice in the matter, don't they?
No, he didn't.
Here's Schaefer. Snaps one, scores! Matthew Schaefer with his 50th point of the season is his 21st goal. And the Islanders still playing without Anthony Duclair, who blocked the shot in the second period, has not returned. Holmstrom, one-timer, scores! It's Braden Shen, 2 minutes into the third period, giving the Islanders the lead.
And They've run Matthew Schaefer a couple times, an opportunity for a free lick there from Holmstrom, who's not a bruiser, but a nice chance. Here you go.
Good pass through here for Lee. Lee gets tied up by Matheson. Tough angle shot. They score! At an angle, what a shot for Emil Heineman. It's his 20th of the season. Simon Holmstrom, who keeps him to the outside. Play back this way, intercepted by Pellet.
What a smart play that was by Andre Palat.
And here's Simon Holmstrom with a step. Holmstrom, oh, what a goal! My goodness, Simon Holmstrom, his 17th of the year, puts the Islanders ahead. Finds a way in, drags and sends it across. Horvat for Schaefer. Right back to Barzal. On for Schaefer. What timer, he scores! More history for Matthew Schaefer. Sets the Islanders record for most power play goals by a rookie defenseman.
14 goals for Matthew Olivier to go along with the toughness that he brings.
That was 18 last year, and you thought, well, if he can get anywhere close to that.
Here's a chance with Horvat. Heineman to the net. Horvat scores! The first shot of the game is a bullet from Bo Horvat. Takes it right away from Levchinov. Lee locks arms with Artem Levchinov. Horvat comes to fish it out right through the front of the net, and it's Schaefer who collects. Wrist shot, scores! Anders Lee with the tip. And for the second straight game, the Islanders strike early.
Zaps a little bit of momentum. Whoa, stick went flying.
That was the butt end of Del Mastro's shaft as Mayfield to Holmstrom. He scores! Barzal across the line. Barzal on the backhand. He'll curl and look. Soucy a shot. Score! Carson Soucy got it for Soderblom. 3:22 to go. It's a one-goal game.
Out there for the second and third time, your legs are going to feel better the rest of the game for it. Goes for the Dallas Stars as well.
And one thing's for sure, you're not going to get anything out here for free tonight.
Horvat scores! His 30th goal of the season, and the Islanders are off and running. In comes Schenn. He steals the puck away from Bichel. Ryan Pulock with a slow-moving pass for Schaefer. That one scores! It bounced in! Matthew Schaefer put it to the goal. It might be his goal. Sabrango. Islanders try it again. Adam Pelech. One-hand pass on for Gatcomb. Gatcomb to the outside. A wrist shot. Scores! Islanders catch a break and get back into the hockey game. And Sam Miskevich puts it right back into Schaefer's territory. Ritchie. Good look. Here's Braden Shen. Scores! It's time now. The Islanders have fought back from down 2-0. Schaefer, he was shadowed and had to give it away as Cunningham was right there. Now they'll swap places. It opened up a lane for Holmstrom. He scores! 3 straight goals here in the second, and the Islanders have the lead.
The perfect play, I thought, for a little bit, but now they've got some wings in their legs.
Schenn laid it out there for Lee. Off the bench comes Heineman. Scores! Make it 4! Heineman! 4 straight here in the second, and the Islanders have some cushion now.
Don't feel like you have to wait for me.
Here's Soucy, a wrister, in and out of the glove, a rebound, score! It's Casey Cizikas, and the Islanders have taken over. Barzal able to fish one out for Pajot as the Islanders go to work on the power play. Boquist snaps one wide off the backboards, they score! Anders Lee punches one in off the wall, and the Islanders capitalize on the power play and lead 1-0. And Ritchie just trying to clear it. Can't on the first opportunity. Second one gets out. Barzal and Schenn a 2-on-1. Barzal scores! Matt Barzal with a perfectly placed shot. 2 goals a minute and a half apart, and the Islanders have the 2-0 lead. This one cleared down the ice. Ritchie flipped it on for Barzal. Schenn good to the net. Rebound. Scores! Braden Schenn gets it back. The Islanders 3-1. got tripped up off that draw. They find Horvat open in the middle of the ice. Dishes, Schenn backdoor, they score! A thing of beauty. Finished off by Cal Ritchie, and the Islanders have evened it up.
In your approach, because you can feel the play tilting a little bit. Good shift, followed up by another good one.
They score! Anders Lee has tied it with 6:21 to go. Picked up by Schenn. 5 seconds left. Barzal, one last look. Across the grain, they score before the horn. Brayden Schenn will get credit for the goal to bring the Islanders within one. But they won't have enough time to get another to tie it. Holmstrom to Pageau. Pageau down to Barzal. Barzal looking. Pass on through. Pageau scores! Matt Barzal, who had been on the ice for almost 3 minutes, was able to find J.G. Pageau.
Miller with a shot towards the net, blocked down by Soucy. Islanders have numbers here if they push it. Pageau, hands off. Holmstrom whips it in front. They score! Mark Gatcomb out of the box and into the back of the net. It's a 1-0 lead just over 5 minutes in. Shot from Stankoven, it didn't go. Here's Cal Ritchie. Picking up speed as he goes. He'll lift it in deep. Hunts it after it. Shabanov at his disposal. He found him and he scores! Max Shabanov returns to the lineup and goes short side on Brandon Bussey. Something to keep in mind. Islanders will remain in third in the Metro somehow, but still got time here. 100 seconds left. Schaefer, shot deflects at the goal line. They score! They get one. Anders Lee with the deflection. And it trickles in over the goal line behind Bussey.
Islanders with the extra attacker on. Delayed penalty against Toronto. Put it off the outside of the net. Barzal towards the front. In the bumper. Shot blocked. Score! Brayden Schenn on the delayed penalty. And the Islanders score first and take a 1-0 lead. Of working with this group of men here on Long Island. Only nice things to say. Blocker to side there by Octiana. Rebound, side of the net, loose puck, and it's in! The Islanders poke it in! J.G. Pageau! And just like that, it's 2-0 Islanders. I can't believe how many times the Islanders are shooting it wide.
The same thing. That's 4 of those chances in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, beauties.
Yep.
Here's Schaefer. Hits the net, he scores! Matthew Schaefer! Islanders reclaim the lead, 3-2. Time and space.
Great.
And Akhtiamov made the clutch save. Here's D'Angelo. Part of the second unit. Shot, score! Emil Heineman. The power play goal. 4-2 Islanders. Schaefer and Barzal play catch. Down low, centered, blocked. Schaefer, side of it.
What a save.
What a stop there on Schenn, but the rebound scores. Ritchie banks home the rebound. 5-2 Islanders.
Cizikas is going to drive in, leaves it for McLean, and he found the glass with that shot. Pollock right back at the net, kicked away by Fowler. Mayfield from distance scores! Islanders get one back. It's a 3-1 hockey game.
Down low for Schenn. Put it to Horvat, wrapped up by Delorier. Eklund across. Barzal waits. Horvat scores! Bo Horvat gets his 300th goal.